Hey guys, welcome back. I'm John with Adobe Racing, and I'm going to show you how to use time certs. Now, if you've worked on cars for any amount of time, you've probably run into the dreaded forever spinning bolt. It's a beautiful summer day, you're out working on your favorite project car, and then you decided to just put a little bit too much Gorilla on that last bolt, and then, oof, it doesn't tighten anymore. You pulled the threads. Well, don't worry, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. First, you're going to need a time cert kit. They have many brands, and honestly, I haven't had any issues with any of them. This kit here is just a cheap kit I got off Amazon, and it's worked great. Now, there are a few things to consider when getting your kit. What size, the thread pitch, how deep of a time cert do you need? And obviously this is going to vary by application. So a good rule of thumb is just to take a caliper like this and just measure the depth of the threads. Now, let's take a look at this kit. First in the kit are your time certs. Now this is a M12 by 1.5 kit and that I use for BMW cylinder heads. And I have two different types of certs for the kit. Now the kit came with these short ones, but you can buy these deep ones separately, which work great on the BMW stuff. And then next comes your drill bit. Now this is an oversized bit. It oversizes the hole so it'll fit the time cert. And when you're using this bit, it's normally a pretty good aggressive bit. Don't press too hard. It will just take off on you. So just let the bit do its work and just pilot itself straight down the hole. Next, you're going to be using your countersink. Pretty much works like a drill bit, just goes on your drill, and just make sure you do use this before you tap your threads, because you'll end up just ruining your threads. But and also make sure you're perfectly straight when using this, because it won't make the countersink perfectly straight, and then the edge right here on this time cert will catch and it won't sit flush. So just make sure you use it nice and straight, and if you got to, just kind of wall it around a little bit, and that helps open it up. Third, obviously your tap, pretty straightforward, works just like any other tap. The hole is perfectly sized, so if you are having a hard time with the tap, it's getting too tight, just back it back out, blow the debris out, and try again. Sometimes you got to work it a little bit. Just take your time, be really patient. You don't want to make a bad situation even worse by breaking off a tap. And trust me, don't ask me how I know. Now we're almost there. This is the fourth and final step, the install tool. Very simple, straightforward. Probably don't even have to explain it to you, but for the sake of the video, I will. You just thread the insert on the end here, and use a little bit of Loctite to keep the Loctite clear from the tool's threads, and just thread it into the new hole. And when you tighten it down, you don't want to tighten it too much, but pretty snug, enough that it's not going to back out when you pull a bolt out, because if that gets stuck on a bolt, it's not fun getting out. So there it is. That's it. You fixed your threads. And that's all I got for you. So if you like this content and racing content, go ahead and like and subscribe for more. And that's up from Adobe Racing. Appreciate it.